Hey folks, this is Kalani. I want to talk a little bit more about item promotion for gold because I got a few questions which I kind of thought were immediately obvious, but I might have been taking that for granted. So, when we're doing item promotion and we're doing it specifically for gold, we want our materials to cost less than what obviously the end product is going to give us. Now the difference has to be greater than 15% because that's the difference which is essentially taken away by putting these on for sale at the auction house, or the trading post rather. So anything over 15% of the final revenue, so that's what we get for selling the final product, minus costs, that's our profit, okay? Now, in case of item promotion, that profit is how much we get per skill point. When you divide that by how many skill points we used. For example, if you use 5 skill points and you make 10 gold profit, that's 2 gold per skill point. Okay? Now, when you're doing this, and especially if you're using spreadsheets to do this, especially if you're using the spreadsheet that I linked to do this, and I'll link that in the description below, that is the Baron Egg Baron, whichever one it is, spreadsheet. All of these spreadsheets take into account the maximum profit you can make. That means they are buying with the lowest buy order and selling with the highest sell order. So for destroyer cores, for example, if I went to buy more at the trading post, what you want to do is make sure you place custom offer. Now in here we can see all the listings down to a limit, I believe, of basically what people have put in for buy orders. Now you'll notice this is considerably less than what people are putting in for sell orders. Okay, you never want to buy on a sell order. You are spending far too much money. For example, 100 destroyer cores at my buy order was 17 silver. That's a flat 17 gold. If I were to buy that on a sell order, I would be spending 4 gold more. Okay, and that's 4 gold more, which is completely stripped from any potential profit I could make. So rule number 1, always buy on a buy order and do not go higher than you need to. If 1 copper gets you it quicker, 1 copper is all you should go higher. People might be tempted, oh, if I go a silver higher I'll get them faster. Actually, what you'll probably do is get them as fast. The problem there being is if somebody decides to put a buy order higher than you, now let's take the 2 scenarios. I put a buy order in at 17 silver and 6 copper, okay? Someone decides they want destroyer cores, so they put in a copper above me. So they put 17 silver, 7 copper. My buy order hasn't quite finished, so theirs becomes the next that gets filled. That's not too bad, okay? The price increased overall 2 copper. If you then go, instead of a copper higher, and go a silver higher, what you do is skip 100 other increases in price, or potential increases of price. So you go straight to 18 silver and 5 copper. That person still decides they want destroyer cores, enough to still go higher than you. They go 18 silver, 7 copper. Now, the problem here is that if several others come in and decide they want destroyer cores too, what you then do is cause a blockage of buy orders a silver higher than they need to be, which actually artificially can increase prices. As I say, if you don't have to go higher, there's no point. So, go a copper higher and always on a buy order. Now, when we make our lodestones, let's have destroyer lodestone. Destroyer lodestones in here are currently worth 1 gold, 5 silver. Now, the first thing you want to look at, how many sell orders are there? Okay, so we can see that going down to about 1 silver 16. There isn't a great deal above there. Yeah, there's actually less than 10 going down to 115.99. So what we then can do is say, well, I'm gonna wait because I can make a few silver more if I wait for these to move. Alternatively, you can just happily sell where you want to. But the main thing to look at is definitely this. When there's quite a large jump between two numbers, you're actually probably, again, it's ifs and buts, but if you wait for these two to clear out, or you just put yours in at 1.9, yours are actually quite likely to sell and you're making more profit. Okay? That's what we want. We want profit. But again, there is no point here when you go to sell your destroyer lodestones. If you sell to a buy order, you're gimping out over 15 silver currently, up to 20 silver if these finally clear out. That's 20 silver per lodestone you're losing in pure profit. So rule number 2, always sell as high as you can. So what have we got? Buy cheap, sell expensive. Those are the two, like, you cannot ignore these. These are the two staple rules and methods of making money via merchanting. Okay? Now this is just to clear up anything anyone had, any suspicions, any doubts, any I don't know what I'm doing about when doing item promotion. Because if you do this wrong, not only are you going to lose money, but you're going to waste your skill points. Which is obviously not ideal. You never ever want to lose money off using skill points. That's completely moronic, and essentially you're wasting time because you're not getting anything. In fact, you're losing out of it because skill points are always going to be worth some money in some shape or form, and you're using time, which is very important obviously because you cannot ever get it back. So currently with this setup, for making 50 destroyer lodestones, I will make approximately 17 gold. The materials here cost me around 35, and 50 lodestones at just above a gold each will net me over 50, or round about 50 gold after fees obviously. So just once again to make sure you know what you're doing when you try and make money off of item promotion, and specifically skill point item promotion, even though there's no other kind. But yes, please, please, please do not go into this thinking you can happily buy at sell orders and sell at buy orders. You'll lose money. Okay? As long as you follow the spreadsheet, do what the spreadsheets will tell you is profitable, and don't get horrible RNG if RNG is included into your item promotion, you can always make money off your skill points. Now, the last thing is, once we have our finished materials, go to sell them at the trading post. You do not ever want to sell all of them at the same time. What you want to do is put them up in little increments. So I'll probably sell these lodestones 2 at a time. That makes sure you don't create a blockage, so that essentially yours go on the trading post and then they go, okay? Now what that does is, for example, if I put these up at 1 gold 5 and they were bought up, that means that the next people who come in for obviously the sell orders, they go actually more expensive than mine. Instead, if I put 50 up at 1 gold 5 silver, and then someone else comes along and sells their lodestones before mine are cleared, then not only are mine then not being bought, but I actually reduce the overall price of the lodestone, which obviously we do not want. So you want to sell them in little increments as well. That's it for now. If you have any questions or queries, please do leave them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Apart from that, thank you for watching, good luck and have fun, and as always, I will see you next time.